Hi, this is Dr. Scott, and today we're going to get into a slightly different topic. You've heard me talk about apologetics, heard me talk about end time issues, you've heard me talk about financials issues, and you've heard me talk about Nasara issues. Now you're going, are financial issues and Nasara issues the same? Sort of. Let me tell you something. My background is in audiology. That means that I have, from the neck up, that we have information about anatomy and physiology. So listen, I have patients that come into our clinic every day who are 70 years old and up. And so we have to actually know when someone has dementia, and we can tell. When I first saw Joe Biden enter the stage, now listen, I knew who he was before that because I'd seen him as an idiot senator and an idiot vice president, and even the left knew him. He was an idiot, right? And him showing up as the idiot running mate, and then going to be the president elect, and it was like it was a nightmare. It was like this dream that we were looking at, right, in 2020. And I said he had stage 2 dementia. And people looked at me like I was completely out of my mind. I'm going to show you sets of videos that this kind of stuff was happening all around us. All of the people around us were knowing this kind of information. And I was flamed for this. Many of you were the same way too. And I want you to see what and who are the actors. I keep saying this over and over again. The movie is the actors are the government, the media, and Hollywood. Those are the ones that you have to watch out for. Okay? Who you think you see on TV isn't exactly who you're seeing. Okay? Let's show you some of that stuff here. Okay? So we're going to show you.
And he was a very conservative guy.
Watch here. He's rubbing
Oh my
on
gosh,
his neck.
that's a mask.
Come on.
Holy cow.
Look at that.
Well, the key to
It rubs funky as you see it again.
North Carolina. And he was a very
What part of the
conservative guy.
neck does
He was
that?
Very, very
Oh my gosh, that's a mask.
African American.
His mask
Holy
is
cow.
showing. And we never get to see this kind of stuff. And people don't spend any time on it. And then Moron decides to go off script. And this happened over and over again.
We resolve our difference but in America, we resolve our difference at the battle box. That's how we do it, at the battle box, not with bullets.
And I'm sure the speechwriters would just look at this stuff and go, God, give me a break, right? Listen to this one. He's in the jungles. This is hysterical what he actually did.
When I'm leaving office in January, I will leave my successor and my country in a strong foundation to build on if they choose to do so. It's true, some may seek to deny or delay the clean energy revolution that's underway in America. But nobody can reverse it. Nobody.
Like, he's standing there, and by the way, what I don't even have in this video, he walks off in the distance right around here. You guys will see if you had a longer part of the video. This guy actually does a really good job of it.
President of the United States could work as a Walmart greeter. I don't think there is a job.
Now I'm gonna mute this, but I don't want you to really worry about when someone's walking like this. That is absolutely a testimony of someone who's got stage 2 dementia, and the way that he's moving, the way that this kind of walking kind of stuff, this kind of stuff, that's absolutely someone who's got dementia issues, and they're showing that kind of stuff. They've been showing you the reality that goes on here, right? And this off in the distance kind of stuff that happens. This confusion. You don't even have to see. He's not saying anything. You don't even have to see it. He is off in the distance now, right? So let's watch another one here, right? This is even funnier when you hear that the White House White House group actually got together and gave a, how do we put this? They gave an award for exposing this to I'll just have to show it to you. It's just
One
crazy.
serious note. To my bones, I believe that reporting and the White House Correspondence Association is as necessary as ever. President Biden's decline and its cover-up by the people around him is a reminder that every White House, regardless of party, is capable of deception. But being truth tellers also means telling the truth about ourselves. We, myself included, missed a lot of this story. And some people trust us less because of it. We bear some responsibility for faith in the media being at such lows. I say this because acknowledging errors builds trust, and being defensive about them further erodes it.
This moron gets up and gets an award for admitting his cognitive decline, and yet all of us have been trying to show it to you. This is actually Elizabeth Warren, and she gets interviewed, and she's super defensive about this issue, right?
2023, after the midterms, the Democratic Party says, look at this. Look at how we outperformed. This is a referendum on Trump. This is actually an indication that people want Joe Biden. They made a connection that is not true, grounded in no reality. Now, 2 times, in 2016 and 2024, both of the times we lost, the Democratic Party has opted not to change. Now, we switched to Kamala Harris, obviously, but that was about 6 months too late. Why is the Democratic Party so slow to pivot? We have so many talented people. Why can we not get past our past?
So I want to give an answer to a different question.
Of course you do. It's because you regret saying that President Biden had a mental acuity. He had a sharpness to him. You said that up until July of last year.
I said what I believe to be true.
And you think he was as sharp as you?
I said I had not seen decline.
Think about that for a second. She's trying not to laugh. And look, he's looking at her like, come on, you're an idiot.
And I hadn't at that point.
You did not see any decline from 2024 Joe Biden to 2021 Joe Biden?
And again,
dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption once and for all, and corruption it is. First, I will immediately reissue my 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to remove rogue bureaucrats, and I will wield that power very aggressively. Second, we will clean out all of the corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus, and there are plenty of them.
guys, the actors are everywhere. And I've been asked about, like, you know, did JD Vance know that he was talking to an actor with the Pope? Come on, guys. Wakey, wakey. I mean, we're not seeing the reality going on around us, right? Here's the funniest thing. I love this one.
Say I thank you for all you do for the benefit of the American Union movement.
Like, do we even catch how ridiculous all of this stuff has been? You're going to see so many crazy more things than that. Don't miss what really is true. We know the Fed is going down. We know the IRS is going down. We know we're going back into a gold-backed dollar. I'm telling you, the debts are going to get wiped off, and we're going to see it happening worldwide. We have to have an EBS before we go to Nasara. Guys, this has to occur. We are at the tipping point. And we have to see all of the lunacy get washed away. Thanks so much.